So if there's a glass
I see
window,
what you're
you
saying.
can dive through it and it'll smash and you can go through. Then that's really cool because people were talking about that, and they were like, "Yeah, we'll do that." So
Yeah, I love it. I mean, I think it's going to be a way larger success for them compared to Lawbreakers.
oh, absolutely. And
I mean, Boss Key, I think, finally, I don't know what it was with Lawbreakers. I mean, it was just, I guess everybody compared it to a shittier Overwatch.
right.
So,
And also, Bosky, if you're listening, some bike tricks would be really cool. Maybe some wall rides.
I like the idea. Because, yeah, let's talk about the bikes as well. So the bikes are your way of getting
Add
around.
some skateboards.
You can pretty
Tony
much
Hawk,
have...
first-person shooter.
That'd be kind of cool. But you can have your buddies on the pegs on the back of your bike.
And they can shoot from there.
So, yeah. Yes. Again, very early gameplay from it, but I recommend it. It's fucking free. You can definitely do a Founders Pack, which might have some cool cosmetic stuff, but it's a free game on Steam.
It's extremely free.
Hopefully coming to console soon.
Hopefully. Because...
Would you say extremely free?
because it's free on Steam?
Yeah, that's what I was getting at.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
yes,
would
sir.
say that it is.
Okay. Well, can I mention real quick, by the way, I was this week also playing along with you within Radical Heights. I was playing Far Cry 5 and I got more into it, and I finally have that motherfucking bear named Cheeseburger.
Would you say it was a cheeseburger in paradise?
What?
Who was that?
Who was that? Was that you?
No. Was that you?
No, it didn't. It didn't sound like me or you. Who the fuck was that?
Somebody there?
Someone listening. We're not even doing this live. How the fuck?
All right, we'll check it later. Like, I'll just...
Anyway, so I have Cheeseburger, the bear, on Far Cry 5. He's
Nice.
badass. He's a giant tank, essentially, for me, and he goes and eats motherfuckers. I'm having a blast with that game.
So basically, you get yourself in a situation that you think is, like, getting a little overwhelming, and you call this bear
Oh, no,
in.
he's just with you until he dies, and then even if he dies, all it is just a refresh counter for him.
Really? So
yeah,
it's like
he's
a
literally
cooldown
your
on it.
companion, and I have it to where I can have two companions now, so I also
Wow.
have the badass chick in
So
the
you just
helicopter.
have a companion bear.
Yeah, a companion bear. I had a companion bear and mountain lion together helping me, and the mountain lion will like sneak up on
Jesus.
motherfuckers and attack them. But I also unlocked the helicopter chick that will just fly a helicopter above you and shoot at things, or you can call her down and she'll let you fly the helicopter, or she will fly you to your waypoint. And there's a gun
Like
on the fucking helicopter.
She follows you all the time?
Yeah.
You know what that reminds me of? You know those shoot 'em up games where you're the plane and at the beginning you just have the one shot, and after a while you collect all these power-ups and you have like all this stuff surrounding you, shooting lasers in all sorts of directions and getting crazy.
I mean, I know the
It reminds me of
gameplay,
that.
gameplay style, but
Yeah, that's what that reminds me of. You get a bear, fuck shit up, mountain lion.
I mean, this is
lady in
not
a
new for Ubisoft.
helicopter.
Like, no, Ghost Recon Wildlands, you upgrade a bunch of different shit. Like, I have a helicopter I can call anytime. I have an armored car I can call anytime, but I had to build it up with my, like perks. You spend your perks on things.
Your perks.
Your perk. Fuck you. I don't know what that means. Okay, well, weren't you playing a game other than Radical Heights this week?
Yes, I played. I took it down 50 notches, and I played Night in the Woods quite a bit.
I haven't played that,
and I enjoy it.
Well,
it's kind of like it's a really slow pace, just kind of like story, like walking simulator game, and like you walk around the town, and there are people sitting on their stoops. There are people having conversations in the street.
What's a
and
stoop?
Your friend, like you don't know what a stoop is?
No. The fuck? A stoop is not.
When you walk out. You walk out your front door, you have a little set of stairs and, like, little stoop.
The fucking porch? Talking about just a porch with stairs?
No, like, it would be, I guess, usually in a city where, like, buildings are, like, right next to each other. You just have, like, the little area in front of your front door.
That's a fucking porch, dude, but whatever.
Yeah, well, a porch... Never mind. Look up porches if you don't know what porches are.
I know what a fucking porch is. I just don't know what a stoop is. And quarterly...
Look up stoops.
You need to look up fucking porches because you don't know what you're calling them stoops. Don't be stupid.
Hey.
Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
I'm going to edit it so I say it before you.
If you fucking do that, you're a real prick. You know that?
I did say it before you, though.
Sucks. Okay, continue with Night in the Woods. I don't know what the fuck it is. Please describe it for me.
So, yeah, I mean, you uncover the story, I think, over the course of 10 or 15 hours from what I've read online. And it's just a really enjoyable experience. You know, you follow a person who went to college and hated it and like moved back to their hometown. And so you like reunite with like all of your old friends and your family, and like you move back into your parents' house, and everything's just different than it was before you left. And so you're like getting to know people and re-getting to know people, and it's just cool.
That, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like, when I expected you to first start telling me, I was like, yeah, you know, it's cool, whatever, it'll be. But everything you just said to me kind of, I don't know if it kind of hits home. I mean, I went to college and graduated, but I still moved back with my parents right after college. So, like, you know, that's something I can kind of relate to. It seems like I might want to check it out. What is it on? What?
It's on everything.
Wow. Okay.
You can get it anywhere. I have it on Switch.
Oh, it's on Switch. Well, you know I'm going to fucking buy it for that.
It's $20.
And so,
Totally
what kind of, like, what's the gameplay? What's the artwork?
So
2D?
It's in the style of like a platformer, but like there are no platforming challenges in this game. Like you don't, like nothing about it. Like you can't die.
So is it just
like,
side-scrolling, but like a more cinematic side-scroller kind of?
Yeah, you walk, you know, through like basically your neighborhood, and you can interact with people and things in your neighborhood, go in and out of businesses and things like that. And basically it's like it goes day by day. So like in a specific day, like you just need to complete a specific thing before the day ends. So you can just walk around, talk to everybody. Everyone's always saying something different, like nothing's ever the same. And then you progress the story, the day ends, and then the next day starts.
Is it a pretty like stress-free game? I would.
Oh, super stressful.
I like those type of games. That's what I loved, and then put so many hours into fucking Stardew Valley.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay, it looks good. I mean, it's on the Unity engine. It says so. You know, that's good. It looks like one guy, maybe a couple people, like really were the developers for it. So nice. I mean, I guess we could give them credit. It looks like Alec Holauka. I'm gonna fuck these names up. Scott Benson couldn't fuck that one up. That's pretty easy. And then Bethany Hockenberry. Those look like the designers / developers.
Did a great job.
It got great reviews too. Okay, I'm gonna check this out. It looks good. Why not?
You should check it out.
It's a fun thing just to play and have a glass of wine too, maybe.
That's it.
All right. Well, we're gonna move on to some games coming out this week, and by games I mean one game coming out this week.
One biggie.
A big one. And the thing is, I was purposely, I think, in the back of my mind, because I've started doing this with big titles, because there's so much coverage on them, especially leading up to it. It's kind of the reason why I'll watch the Marvel movie trailers, the first 2 trailers, and then I'm done. I don't want to watch any TV spots. If I see any, extra footage released in this one TV spot on a post, fuck you. I want to watch the movie as intended, to where I'm surprised.
Yeah, you don't want to analyze it.
Exactly.
Figure it out.
So God of War, I've kind of been staying away from a lot of the videos. I mean, I watched the original reveal live when it happened back in 2015 E3, and then I watched, or was it 2016 E3? Fuck, it's only been less than 2 years since it was even announced.
Yeah, I feel like it came quick.
Yeah, and so last year I remember watching some more gameplay, and I remember that fucking awesome serpent-looking dude coming out of the water, and everything that I've seen about the game, and everything I've heard, which I've stayed away from any spoiler reviews or anything about like that. But the relationship between Kratos and his son is not some annoying relationship. It's a really heartfelt evolution throughout the game of their relationship.
Yeah.
Which is great. Another thing that blows my fucking mind is the entire game has one camera shot. It's one camera that just follows the story, so it's not cutscenes like all the other God of Wars were, about. They were about flashy, action-packed cutscenes. This is more of a closer to the body, real experience, I guess, that you're having.
Yeah, and you're always just with Kratos the whole time, which is, going to be interesting. I mean, he's not a character that I've ever been a fan of in the past.
I don't think a lot of people were really that big of fans of him. He was kind of a dick. If you know the story of God of War, there's videos online. You can go check it out if you just want to brush up on it. But essentially,
he's pretty shallow,
he's a fucking dick. I mean, like, he's a real dick. Spoilers, I guess, for a game that came out in 13 years ago. But the game starts off
Right.
where he kills his wife and daughter because Ares makes him and manipulates him to do so. Ares is the god of war, obviously, in Greek mythology. And so, yeah, I mean, that from there, you're kind of like, oh, you kind of feel bad for him because he didn't mean to. But then after that, he's just a huge dick to everybody. He's very, very selfish and just about power, especially games 2 and 3. I mean, he doesn't even give a fuck who gets in his way. He wants his revenge. And so he's a very not think, just act before you think. And he was very much that way as a character. And apparently this game flips that shit on its head. He's an older, more mature, someone who actually has, some ability to think ahead of time.
Yeah,
to just
seems
in
like
the
he's
moment.
reflecting.
Yeah, right.
More
Reflecting. That's a
than
great
he
word.
thinks before he acts.
I heard the combat's great.
Yeah, supposedly.
You have a fucking pretty much a Thor Mojern. Every time I try to say that word, his hammer, I screw it up. But you have a Thor hammer, but it's an axe, essentially.
Yeah.
There's a lot of complex gameplay, including with his son, Atreus, I think is his name. Okay, so I don't really want to talk to you.
Looking
go check it out. Everyone's saying it's going to be great.
Yeah, we both have it pre-ordered and are going to play.
Yeah, we don't get copies ahead of time. We're not that big.
No,
we're not fucking
so
big
we're
shots.
waiting. Yeah,
we have to pay. But what I was going to say was, so we won't obviously go into any more. Like, look up the videos if you want to online, but I just recommend trying out the story and playing it. Everyone says it's like one of the best games of this entire generation. That goes for any platform. And I guarantee you it'll probably be thought of that way. But
my first time ever looking forward to a God of War game.
I'm afraid I don't look forward to him, but now I am. That's you. That's what you sound like. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be that rude.
Wow.
I don't know why I did that. I was acting like old school Kratos.
No, I'm
Fucking
sorry.
dead.
I'm sorry that I acted that way.
Okay. Well, you shouldn't be. Okay, let me... we're done with that conversation. But it's still on staying on the God of War thing. Do you think, and this is us not... We haven't played a single fucking minute in this game, so I have no idea if Kratos lives or dies at the end.
Yeah.
Even, like, that would matter if he would stay dead because he's a fucking god. But...
Right.
Let me ask this. If Kratos dies... I kind of prefer him not to, and here's why. Here's what I would love to see from a sequel to this game, is his son, again, I believe it's Atreus, him going from adolescence. Is he adolescent in this game? What do you think? How old do you think he is? That's probably too late.
10?
Yeah, so I guess he's probably about like 10 years old. 10 to 11, I would say that. But I would love a late teens to early 20s version of him in the second game, and then the third game, but still have him with Kratos. And like show how that relationship is built over the years, and then maybe in the third one you finally kill off Kratos for good. It could even be. I would love it to be like midway through the game, so you still get to play with Kratos a little bit, and then his son at that point is like early 30s, and he's an adult,
right?
And he actually knows what the hell he's doing, and he is fucking just awesome. He'll be like the better Kratos, essentially.
Right, like the original. It could be more like the original games, but he's smarter and like
I guess, but I think the gameplay that you're working on now it looks great, but I would love to see his son age over the next couple games. So you want to
see this just progress and turn into something?
Yeah, and this is we have no idea what the fucking game's even about,
but
except for being
Kratos doesn't have to live. Kratos doesn't have to live for that to happen.
No. So I assume we're gonna see him in the future. I just mean like I don't want the next game to immediately be like, oh, you're only him now. I think that what from I heard makes this game so great is the father-son relationship. So if you keep building upon that, have that go even into the final, just the third game, that'd be great. And that could be years from now, so whatever. But what I did want to mention is this, whereas the old series was Greek mythology, this is do you know what type of mythology this is?
Was it Viking?
Yeah, Nordic mythology.
Nordic.
Yeah, and so it's a totally different style of mythology, if you know anything about it. I mean, I know Greek mythology is probably a little bit more popular than Nordic, but there's a lot of great stories in Nordic mythology. So
I didn't watch Game of Thrones.
That's not what I was saying. What the fuck? No, absolutely fucking not. That's not the same thing. You're not talking
about... All right, well,
anyway.
Don't explain to me why.
There was like North dramatic people was what it came from for Norse mythology. Like
they were dramatic, like they were just like drama queens.
That's not what I'm saying.
What are you saying?
Okay, think of Odin. Okay, it makes sense. Like Thor, Odin. That's